Worship song of the year.
Worship song of the year. Wow. Mumuni ain't to worship song. You sing worship? You sing worship song? Really? I didn't know you could sing. You sing gospel? Oh yes, you are a reverend. And then there are questions beside. Okay, so Kwame, welcome.
Thank you.
Now you have been in the gospel scene for a while now.
Yes.
How many years?
15 years this year.
15 years?
Yes. This year we'll be celebrating 15 years since we started doing worship conferences.
Wow.
Yes.
But then again, as you've been here for 15 years, you haven't really been in the limelight for 15 years.
Yes.
So how did it all start for you?
Well, I've always been a church boy, always from home to church or school. And I always love to be at the church premises, just watching other people do other stuff because I wanted to find my feet. I love to see people preach. I love to see people do music. So I had to just be there and see how things are going. My father happens to be the music director of our church as at that time. Okay. So whenever you go to church, I'll go with him. Mm-hmm. When he's teaching music, I am there watching all of that. In fact, that time, so you go and they are doing, then I'm just watching them. Then they'll tell you, go and join tenor. And you join, then you are learning. Then I developed interest for the keyboard.
Okay.
I wanted to now play the keyboard, but unfortunately, they will look at me and say, "Untimimbo, omomonsa tu kra, omuntimimbo." Now I won't sabako. So whenever I go, they'll push me away. Yeah, and unfortunately, in those days, Papa and sa yes of na elder was sorry. Yeah, now it's funny.
Okay.
In their heads, usinyabo crowd beko.
Okay.
But suffer body, baby, and I mean, and unfortunately, I had a challenge with my left hand.
Yeah.
So they'll push me away. I mean, it cuts across. Mimpebo. The reason why Mimpebo is almost bokrana me konam bezembe omso beti atoko. And I think my mother was overly protective because of my left hand. To be able to so otita me mama baha. So yeah, my umbubi cry. So I was just around. So I think around 8 years, and my mother told me this. I was me catch and said, "I'm sorry, I'm trying to come out domashe." And she was shocked. She was like, "Oh, then I'm at that age." But I left church. I was born in the Baptist church. I left church. Then I went to another church. The church I went to, there was a service going on when a prophecy came that Munchireni keyboard nebo. Will be one of the greatest keyboardists in Timonchire. So that place, there was a keyboard. There was someone who could teach me. On also so now, Oye Juma. I was in the same church with the CEO of Champion Divine Clinic. Okay. Yeah. So we were in the same church, and the man was busy. He was working for Champion at that time. So So I was there. Then I said, "Oh no, hands also Then I left. I went to another church. This church, there was a keyboard, but there was nobody to teach me. But if you want to play, you have access to go and sit on the hill. Maybe Anamakubia wouldn't subscribe to the keyboard. Right. But this one is there. If you want to play, you can play. Timekwa, Mijina ho eno zabako. But Dana say now. Bobo di ubi timi abubi ana jina. But me say, but no more born here the me born. Into the drama of the church, who happens to be my friend, were around the same in the he taught me how to play do, fa, so. That was all. That's the only thing they taught me on the keyboard. Do, fa, so. That was all. The rest is you listen with your ears, you watch their hands, what they are playing, you keep it in your head, you find the keyboard, you come and sit down and you try on your own. So it was just go and watch them, then capture the sound. I need to hear how it sounds like and the feeling it gives when that chord plays, because every chord comes with a certain feeling. Okay. So when I hit the chord and I don't get that feeling, it's not that chord. Yeah, so I had to pay attention, just listen to them and watch their hands if I can.
So you just watched?
I watch.
How you learned how
yes,
to
I watch. I'll just watch you, then I'll come to the keyboard and try to mimic what you played. And match it with songs that were being played at the same time.
Okay.
So if I play the chord, it should be able to fit that part of the song. If it does not fit, then it's not it.
Wow.
That's how it started. So gradually I picked up. So I was playing in church.
So now you were playing with both hands?
Both hands. I was playing with both hands.
Were you born with a disability?
So everybody, I mean, when you are birth, they expect that you come out with your head. I came out with my left hand instead of my head. I don't know what really happened, but I didn't come out with my head, my left hand. Okay. So in trying to save mother and child, because it was a dicey situation that could cause the death of my mother or myself or both of us. So they tried to pull me out, and I think that's what happened. So it affected my left arm. Okay. But because I was a baby, they didn't really say it. It was after 3 months that my father said that, okay, I don't understand why he's always raising his right hand, but his left hand is always down. So they should take me to the hospital to check up. And this, my father did not tell me. This, a prophet told me. So when we left primary school, went to JHS, I followed my friends to church. We went to play, and we were 3. And the prophet called the 3 of us. And the first one, he told him he was the one that is going to go to university amongst the 3 of us. In fact, I laughed in my head. Because not born, okay. So that he can eat. It wasn't all that good. So how does he? JSS he's struggling. So how? Then he went to the second bit. That was what really. I was like, this one's not a prophet. He got to the next one. He said he will be a pastor. My friend Amenyo. His house, there is no proper Christian there. This guy is just by the grace that he can play the drums, so he often finds himself in church. So how does that mean? He left him, came to me and he said, Mummy and Sana won't even go school and do actually, because he had just opened a few. So my father was the headmaster of my school. School was not opesa okwa. About that, you have to go to school. In fact, if you be a Katrina Kebia Yabome, the reason is my father felt it's only pen that you can use to work. Okay. So you need to be able to speak proper grammar, eloquent and all that. And this man said, I was like, this man, you sure? Yeah, but, well, we left. Guess what? Where my father used to be the headmaster was when I was in primary. We left, then we came to JHS. My father was not there. I never liked school again. You put me in the classroom. By the time you come, I'll leave the class. I'm not in class. Nobody understood. They struggled to get me to finish JHS. And from JHS, I told them I'm not going to school again. Nobody understood because I'm not a daft person. This somebody, when you see is great, is very good. What's happening?
So after JSS, you didn't go to school?
No. Till that people don't understand. People struggle to believe, but that was all.
They speak impeccable English?
Yeah, because...
So you haven't been to secondary school?
No. We need almost setting. Yes, this is what the Lord can do. I think then I was growing, so I could remember the prophecy, and I knew I was not ordinary. So then I started buying books and reading. I told myself, no, I need to build myself, because this man also said that there are platforms ahead of you. The school kakrana is to build you so that you can express yourself very well. So pay attention to English. Now, Martin, we need the baby. 2 plus 2 cran. This man time kakrana coming sana afa because a holding no amfa.
Wow.
So one day my mother traveled. What
did you go and learn?
Music production. So that's how music production came in.
Okay.
I went to a lot of people, they wouldn't teach me. Then I went to this man by name, Mr. Philip Hayford. And he said, can you learn? I said, yes. He said, can you always come? Because there's distance. If you know Kumasi well, there is a place called Anraga. And there's a place called Kwadaso. That's a huge distance. And Obian Suma, because everyone wants you to go to school. So you don't wake up and go to anybody to give you tea to go.
So you walk. Wow.
And I did that for about between 6 to 8 years.
Learning music production.
Go every day because we need computer. It was myself, Prince Tofuo of Mentor One fame, and a couple of people. Now we'll go to the studio. There's only one PC.
You know Martin? He was in Mentor One.
Martin?
Yes,
Martin.
the producer. The big guy you saw at the back.
Yeah,
he was in Mentor One.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then definitely I think I should know him. So we go to the studio and you have to be there early because when do on time no be better on computer anymore. Also requirement wa ba better any movie na day. Me so me kwan wa. Ti me see my potutu to me ba me drew. Then I'll put the PC on, then I'll try to create something on my own. And by the time they come, Unwedi kind of studio, you didn't clean up the studio, you didn't do anything. You are just playing beat. Then my boss will be angry. How come you didn't clean up the place? And you are just playing melodies. Get up and clean up the place. Then you do control or delete. So in my head, he has deleted everything I have played. Then he will wait for me to clean up the place. Then you say, whatever you were playing, come and play it again. Let me see. Then I'll sit down and I'll start all over again. Then he will bring up what I was playing at first. Then he will compare.
And it's the same.
And he will say, then it was not the same. He brought my attention to it. What you played, it means that you were not thinking through what you were playing. You were just playing anything that comes in mind. A good producer should think through what he is playing so that even when you get an error, you can reproduce. And many years when we were recording my song with Dinah, Asamoah, Sandra, we did the production, everything. I got home, then my boss...
So you have a song with Dinah Asamoah?
Yes, Sandra.
Can you sing a bit of that for us?
Ahin fumuhin, Sandra pechiwa ye, ye need ye ninaramao, ye bodi achiraman. So I produced the song. I got home, then Mr. Dambasi called me and he was like, "Kwame, you know, MBA." And Dana was like, "No, what he played first is what I like. If we don't get it, I'm not doing the song again." So I got back to the studio. We did over and over again. And it was not working. Then Dinah came in. She bought food. So she said, we should all come and eat. Then I told them to eat. I'm coming. Then I locked up the studio and I played everything. So after many years, what he said made sense because I could remember everything I had played in the previous production. So when I opened the door, Dinah was like, what you be here no? So they thought I had been able to open the old file. Basi came, he tried to open it all over again and he couldn't. And he was like, how did you remember every detail of what you played the other day? But it was something that my boss taught me when I was learning.
God bless your boss. So you have a track with Dinah?
I have a track with Dinah. I have a track with Obapa Christie. Father, the glory belongs to you.
Wow. Wait, you did that song?
Yeah.
Do you guys know that song? Sing a bit of that for us.
Wow. So the production is always for my boss, Mr. Dambasi. So he's the one that works with Obapa Christie for many years. So he gives me the opportunity. I mean, he believes in what I carry. So he says, Kwame, come, let's do this. Then I'll sit down and I'll put in my bit. Yes, then sometimes I'll feature on it. So I did the vocals for the Father, the glory belongs to you. Glory belongs to you. Then I also work with Mabel Oche, Ahaya Kwanho.
Ahaya Kwanho too is you?
Yes.
Hey. Quame Gyedu. I don't want hit so. And talking about that, you also produce Changes 6 tunes.
Yes,
We want you all to listen to the full song because what you keep hearing is just a part of the song. Take a listen to it.
Life is not an easy journey. You gotta know nothing good comes out so easy. So I'm gonna embrace the changes as they come. As they come, I'm gonna embrace the changes as they come. Changes.
So today you've heard the full song.
Yeah.
Yes, so it's actually a full song. That's a beautiful song, I must say. It's just like when you did it for me at first, I heard the song, I was like, what? I didn't see this coming. It was like just one attempt.
Yes, it took me about between 30 to 40 minutes to
you were
get
done.
it done. Yeah, I put into consideration the urgency of what you needed, and I had to quickly, by the grace of God, we were able to think and write. So I pick up the subject, okay, put one or two together, and there we go.
Wow, that's a beautiful song. And thank you so much. We are who we are because you did this for us.
Yeah, welcome.
Well, now Quame Gyedu has decided to come into the limelight himself. What triggered that?
Okay, so in 2009, after we released a song I did for Selena Boateng, "Oye Quame Gyedu for Papa," which
Oye Quame Gyedu for Papa,
yes, it was a major breakthrough song in Ghana. I think it's the biggest song of all time. Nobody knew me. I was working, but I was hungry. So one of the days I was in the room, I was thinking through my life, I was praying, I was crying. And production had taken so much of my time that Sundays I don't go to church. I'm in the studio. So the first time I heard the voice of God, like, let me say this to everyone that is, God is real and he speaks. The first time I heard the voice of God was when he told me that because you have refused to recognize me, your struggle will be given to another that did not even partake in the struggle.
Wow.
That was when I was like, look, I'm done. I'm not doing engineering again. So I left engineering for 10 years. From 2010 to 2020, I never did any production. I just went back to church, started leading worship and praise like I used to do, and it built up from there. Then I started my first concert, A Reason to Worship. We did it for 5 years. Then God gave us a new team, Festival of Testimonies, and we have done it for 10 years. So this year makes it 15 years since we started. And God has been faithful.
Wow. You are an inspiration, I must say. Those of you who want to send your messages to us, you've been dancing to changes every time. Quame Gyedu is here, so you can send your messages to us on 055-157-5757, 055-157-5757. Shola is also here to read your messages. But your new song, the worship song that has become the biggest worship song in Ghana, we'll talk about it. But Shola, read a few messages for us.
I think that we should do changes there. I'm a piano version, so I'll come and sit with you so we can do that, because I'm really good at playing the instrument. They didn't tell you. You guys, once again. But Rose, imagine that we had changes. I'm a piano version. Changes. Hey, I can bear thereof. But anyways, I love the music. I love it. I think you're really extremely talented. But let's see what people have to say on social media. Oh, we still have some from...
you can still go ahead and...
So we take this. This one says that my husband was depressed and almost got mad. He sometimes goes to the ATM and withdraws money. When you ask him, he will say, I can't find. And sometimes he doesn't sleep for 3 days and doesn't bath. And when you talk to him, he will say, why do you want to kill him? Thank God he was taken to Pantang Hospital and he's fine. Sometimes he says he hears voices and sees things, and now he has taken medication every month. And this is from Linda Aisi from Adenta. Let's come more to this one. This one says that, hello, sis, I really want to speak to the doctor. Did he leave his contact? I think he did. This one says that, Shala is always making mouth. Who told you? Who told you? I've not showed you my skills. Don't bring yourself. And also this one says that he's really talented and God bless you. So people agree that he's a very talented man. And I mean,
Quame Gyedu is one of the most talented gospel musicians we have. You write your own songs.
Yes, please.
You produce your own songs.
Yes, please.
We hardly have that. We have them writing their songs but not producing. So he's writing, he's producing, he's singing.
Literally everything. Jack of all things.
Your song that you released last year, the biggest worship song, Osaberima. That song has, I don't know.
Yeah.
Tell us the inspiration behind that.
So Osaberima happened when we were in church and I received a call that my keyboardist has been rushed to the emergency, Confanoche emergency. So I called my manager, then we rushed up there. We went there and he was in a wheelchair like that. And his sisters told him that, and he lifted up his eyes to look at me and He couldn't see me, he looked beyond me. I mean, you could see that he was leaving this earthly body and it was scary. So we had to speak to the doctors and they were saying a whole lot of things. I mean, when it comes to kidney and all those, you know that you are in serious trouble. So I was like, what really happened? Then we prayed a little. In fact, I cried. I got home. Then in the evening, I received a call that in the left side at Juju.
So he was getting stroke.
I mean, I was like, what's happening? So I told the whole team, BVs, band, everyone, we're going to 1 week fasting. We're praying. I'll go there every morning. Very early in the morning, I'll go and check up. Then exactly a week on Sunday, the doctor said he was okay. So he could go home. I was like,
wow, just like that?
I mean, we were trusting God for healing, but I was looking at least between 4 to 6 months. Because the conditions they were talking about, it wasn't something that we were looking to get him discharged in a few days. So when I got home, I was just at the comfort of my hall. I was thinking through everything that had happened. Then I heard this song. I always say, I don't take credit for it. I write very good songs, but this song, the way it came about, I think the words just dropped like that with melody lines and chorus.
Sing a bit of it for us.
Enyo nyamka, nyamye guama, waji yankira, efio umo, odiesie, nehintabia, wasafuri, yiwaeda, osaberi me, ukuko drufwe, wasafuri, yiwaeda, osaberi me, ukuko drufwe, wasafuri, yiwaeda. So it just came like that.
I even have goosebumps.
I tell you, I didn't put a pen to this. The only bit that I wrote was the last bit of the song and the second verse of the song, which because this one had come, it was easy for me to think through the first one and get a second verse. Yeah. Yes, because I mean the first song, the first verse puts everything together, so it makes it easy. Eshimi enkra efredim guasiemu amena utuma yenyina udimu nti asako wa onso asafuri yiwaida. It was based on there. So I always say this, that song is not my writing, it's just God. The only bit I could write was the last bit. Never would I have made it this far if not for your love and your grace. That was all. So it's God just blessing us.
It's one of the most beautiful worship songs, because we hardly get the worship songs coming in this pure.
Yes.
And I must say, it's so pure, it's so spiritual. It takes you to a different realm every time you hear it. And it's on digital platforms.
Yes, please. On all digital platforms when you stream or Saberima, you
wow. Yes. Wow. We have a few messages coming in.
Let's take a few. Right. This one says that is very inspired listening to Gyedu. God indeed speaks. Brako Health Insurance Manager, he's the one saying that. This one says he is so talented. I'm really thrilled by his words. And thanks to Joy Prime for bringing him today. Some of us really are inspired by what God is doing through him. This one says that Rosalind, this your star dress is so beautiful. This one says that he's a very talented young man. His story is so inspirational, and he's a beautiful signature tune for changes. Also, we will do the piano very soon. God bless you, Quame Gyedu, more fire. And this one says that, hi Rosalind, watching you from Ibuakwa. Sometimes prophecies, if you do not take time, you will laugh, kakra, or doubts, but at the end of the day, it will come to you when it has to. This one says that, Quame Gyedu, bro, you are too good. Your soul will never be lost. Keep on encouraging us, and you will never drop down in Jesus' name. Amen. I like you so much. And this is Kakel from Bubuashi.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you all so much. So Quame, what are we to expect from you prospects this year?
Okay, this year we are doing 15 years. Okay. We are trusting God to release a couple of songs, but we are doing a 15 years anniversary. We'll launch it this April. I'm trusting God to do Sunyane Kumasi and the first time in Accra, do a concert in Accra.
We can't wait to have you in Accra.
The dates will be up, but I'm doing Sunyane Kumasi,
Okay.
and Accra.
Okay.
Yes.
Kwame, thank you so much for
Thank you
spending
so
your
much for
afternoon with us.
having
When are you going back to Kumasi?
Tomorrow.
You stayed in Accra because of changes.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. We've